Welcome back to Supers Live. We are ready to talk to our winner, Rocket Rob Warren. Congratulations, Rob. A heck of a hard-fought battle, sweeping the night. I can't even tell you how many wins you've got here at Concord, but we know that you had 4 in a row, and the last time you swept the second night of the North Carolina Swing was 2016. How sweet does it feel to be able to do that tonight, and what can you do to top it?
Well, thanks, Bob. I think it was necessary. The first to finish car and driver's been in a slump. It's been kind of a rough start of the season. Not that I've ever really started the season well, but this pretty much parallels a Steve Callahan season, in my opinion. Steve, great driver, great driver, and he just seems to have bad luck. And the start of this season, it seemed to be my turn to have that bad luck that Steve typically has. Night one wasn't so good. Night two, much better, but none of it was easy, man. None of it was easy. The first race, it helps that your season starts so bad. You start with a good handicap, so I was pretty close to the front to begin with. But the first race was pretty cool. Got out to an awesome lead. We had a mid to late race caution, bunched the field up, and my heart sank. I'm like, oh, this will be like the 5th race in a row that something silly happens, and I'll lose it because of something silly. But it wasn't. And then that race was that was fantastic. I mean, we had a rookie that did a fantastic job starting on a pole. Hadn't been able to make it in on Thursday practices or Sunday practices or anything. So basically, he was thrown to the wolves and ran 2 races of heat last night, 2 races of R Factor tonight. And I think he proved his muster that he's going to be someone to reckon with when he gets a little bit more seat time. And now that he's not coaching football for a high school, he'll have lots of time. And I'll tell you what, that Brad Keyser guy, he is a setup master. He used to set up Jamie Letcher's cars for all the online stuff that Jamie would do. And, Jamie'd go out and knock it out of the park. Brad is going to be a force to reckon with. He's going to be fun to race with. But on that note, that second feature, you were fun to race with. I got hung up behind Brad, couldn't figure out the proper way around him. Actually, I tagged him in the first start, and that's what caused the restart. Not everyone crossed the line, and that was my fault. The second race, I decided to go a little bit high, and I think you made it 3 wide going into turn 1. And you got by me. I gave you a little room. You got by me. And then you went by Carl. I followed you through that hole. And then I was chasing you. And I don't think I would have gotten by you, except you came off the dog leg, and that car got evil on you real quick. So when you stepped sideways, and I never thought I'd say this, I passed you high going into turn 3. Didn't know if it would stick. Didn't know if it would make it down the front straightaway without pounding the wall. But I took that chance because I thought it was possibly my only chance. And got by you, and that was awesome. So, I mean, congratulations on a hard run. Congratulations on a second. A real quick thanks to KT again for all the work he's doing. These videos are turning out awesome. Icing's on top. Cindy, you're amazing. I love you. Keith, don't get mad. Steve Callahan, your car needs to be blue because I'm getting confused. Just kidding. The CPR Motorsports for the 15th anniversary throwback, both with May paint schemes. They look amazing. All the members for coming in. It was a great, fantastic night. Not only because I got 2 wins, but mostly because I got 2 wins.
Rocket Rob Warren, your winner here tonight. Good run out there. 42 of the 50 laps led. A good run for him. Rocket Rob Warren. Well, actually, a little bit different than that, but not too bad. Talked a little bit about rookie Brad Keyser. Keyser had the best consistency of the evening and the top speed, so a good run for him as well.
Oh yeah, Brad's going to be an awesome guy to race with and race against. A little bit of seat time. I mean, what little bit of seat time has been pretty impressive already, but a little bit more seat time, and he is going to be, one of the guys that you really, really, really want to be racing around. Lots of respect given and taken, and Brad's going to be fun to race with. I'm really looking forward to him getting a little more up to speed. But again, these guys are no slouches. Every single one that's in here is super, super stupid fast. So Brad's gonna get it hooked up real quick, and he's gonna be fun to race with. And again, congrats to Keith on both his runs, because wow, what a great night of racing for him as well.
Bob, Rob Warren, a great win for him here tonight at Concord Motor Speedway, sweeping night 2 of the North Carolina Swing. Real quick, let's talk to the guy who finished in third and comes home actually tied after 4 races in the North Carolina Swing points. They're all qualifier points that lock the top 8 into the Hickory Hustle tomorrow night, and only those 8 drivers are allowed to go for the North Carolina Swing in a random start, 75 laps. So real quick, make sure you tune in for that tomorrow. Well, let's talk to Keith now. A very consistent evening or 4 nights of racing. His worst finish was a 4th on the first night or first feature at DeSera. Keith, congratulations on a 3rd place run. You went to the pits after spinning out and charged back through the field. You probably had the best race car out there. Was it better after the pit stop, or was it just different? How were you able to come back through the field the way that you did?
Hey, thanks, Bobby. It was a fun night. Congrats to Rob. Congrats to you. You guys had really good races. Steve did a great job that first race. Him and Rob were gone. By the time I got to third, there was nothing I could do with those two. In that first race, in the second race, I backed in the wall. I checked up really hard. Steve had check up. I had check up really hard, looped it, backed it in the wall, bent the tail up a little bit. So it was a little looser than I liked. And then coming up through the field, I had to burn more tire than I really wanted to, because I had a feeling if we didn't get a lot of cautions, their Concord tires were going to come into play there at the end. And I was able to run you guys down where you guys were battling, but I just didn't have enough car left to do anything with you. And then we had that late caution. You guys was able to cool your tires down a little bit, and that was it. But I mean, you guys was really good. So just glad we made out tonight. 2 podium finishes. Pretty happy about that. The Icy's on top cars do pretty good this season. So gotta give a shout out to Cindy at Icy's on top. Rob, I think we all love her. Especially if you got some of those mugs or rocks glasses or whatnot that she's been able to do for the guys over the years. But I tell you, Bobby, following you, I got up to you guys, and I wasn't sure if it was before or after that last caution. You had a huge moment through that dogleg battle, and Rob, but you saved it. Just a heck of a save there. And going into tomorrow night, I didn't look at the points yet, but just guessing, there's probably 4 of us that's going to be battling for that swing championship. It's a grind, and whoever gets it, they're well deserved. But it's good to see Rob back in victory lane. He seemed a little happier tonight. I know he's just been having horrible luck to start the season, and CPR's had to take advantage of that, because that doesn't happen very often. But I tell you what, Bobby, you had a good 2 nights of racing. What do you think so far going into tomorrow?
Do you want the racer's opinion, or do you want the race director's opinion? Great racing. I'm just going to say some fantastic NASCAR heat racing last night. impressive runs from Brad for his first time out in NASCAR Heat Super, an 18-year-old game. Did a great job in that. And then, the Heat Finder guys that were here, Rick Walls, Jeff Bivens, both trying real hard, having a good time out there. And the complexity of the races are just outstanding. The competition, and we say it often, but I'm telling you, the competition between these two nights was something fierce. Good to see Derek back in the seat again and racing hard, and just a lot of really good racing out there. Glad to see everybody in, and hopefully we just had everybody enjoyed the broadcast out there, because if they didn't, they don't like good racing. Not a huge car count, but not a lot of cautions either. So that's cool. And just congratulations to Rob on his wins tonight. I think it's a real feat to be able to sweep both races with the way the handicap system works. It's a tough deal, and he really put it to it. There's just something special about Rob Warren and Concord Motor Speedway. He excels at this particular racetrack. He had some big moments out there himself, but was able to gather it up tonight. And there was a couple times where I thought I maybe was going to try to get him. I tried once on the outside, and after he passed me back for the lead, and there just wasn't quite enough room. And I think he was geared a little taller than I was, and was able to scoot off corners better than I was. So that helped. I wasn't going to let him get away too far in the restarts. I know how good he is, but congratulations to him. And just want to say what a great run by the CPR Motorsports guys too, and Carl Becker. I'm tickled pink to see Carl back in victory lane. That's really awesome.